Avast, mateys, and welcome back to Skies of Arcadia. Now that the little Jack's equipped with a harpoon cannon on the front of the ship, we can just bash straight through this stone reef to the lands of Nasr. So Fina's given us the main quest of the game now. We're to search the world looking for the 6 moon crystals, before Valuer can get their hands on them. And we're also going to search the world for all the fish, since the little Jack is a fishing vessel after all. Wow, there's nothing here but sand. So this is a desert. I've heard sailors talk about them before, but it's my first time actually seeing one. Now that you mention it, I've heard sailors talking about them too. They said that the Nasr deserts are so hot that if you walk around in the sun for too long, your hair catches on fire. Everyone carries buckets of water around with them so they can put their friend's hair out, and then... Oh, come on, Ica, you don't actually believe those crazy stories. Sometimes I wonder what goes on in that head of yours. These illustrations we get during the game are all amazing, and we're going to enjoy every one of them. Don't come crying to me when your head bursts into flames. That glass eye patch you wear will intensify the sun's rays and fry your brain. I'm just kidding, Vise. It's just a story I heard a long time ago. I didn't really believe it either, but you can't be too careful. The moonstones that fall from the red moon give off a great deal of heat. It's too hot for most plants to survive. Because of this, the lands of Nasr have been reduced to a barren wasteland. I see, there isn't much down there besides sand and rock. The red moon crystal should be hidden somewhere in the desert, right? That's right, Vise. It's buried deep within the ancient Temple of Chiron. An ancient temple? I bet there's all kinds of treasure in there. Maybe some gold and gems and magic stuff and clothes and stuff. If we find a bunch of treasure, we'll be rich. We can buy whatever we want. What's the first thing you'll buy, Fina? Buy? What does that mean exactly? What? Fina, you don't know what that means? I'm terribly sorry. I've never seen the rest of the world before, and... You don't need to look very far to find a shop. Everyone buys stuff, it's normal. Well, Fina, you really don't get out much, do you? I just wonder what went through Fina's mind when we were on Sailor's Island buying all the equipment. According to the map, there's a city nearby called Maramba. Let's go there first. Oh, I'm too old for this. So, before we go to Maramba, every time we go to a new location in the game, we're going to explore and find all of the discoveries. And then we can sell them all when we get to port and make a ton of money. We'll also find random battles. Oh, I thought it was just going to be a single looper then. Right, you Alpha Storm all of these over here. And you kill the looper. Right, you just kill one of these things over here. Oh, I was really hoping Ica would go first so that she could do a big AoE spell then. Now all the enemies have split up, the Alpha Storm might miss them. So we're always going to try and kill the loopers, since again they give loads of experience and items if they die. I think we still hit quite a few. Only 3 of them. We would have hit about 5 if she went first, but sadly we didn't. Right, so here's our first view of Drillin. So Drillin is a spell we really want to learn. It doesn't have a high success chance and it can't really be used on boss fights either, but it can be used on ship battles, and it's basically the inverse effect of Incram. So it will debuff the enemy ship by 25%. And that's going to be invaluable. Because if we Incram our ship and drill in their ship, then we'll do loads of extra damage. Right, everyone jump on the looper, and Ica here will do her lambda burst. Right, so everyone pile on that looper. No, it legged it. It knew what was going to happen. Yeah, so sadly Aika's going late at the moment because she's a lower level than everyone else since she died on the Pierstall boss fight. Aika is usually the quickest character in the party, but they all need to be the same level for that. Oh, I forgot to change our magic as well. We'll do that on the next fight. Well, we learned Electri at least. And we have found the Topple Rock. A natural formation of 3 round rocks stacked on top of each other and perfectly balanced. The balance seems delicate, especially when the rocks sway in the wind, but for whatever reason, they've never toppled. So some discoveries like that one could be a bit hard to find, while others are incredibly obvious. Like how no one's found this one, I have no idea. You have found the Wandering Lake. The truth behind the story of the disappearing lake is even stranger. Temperature differences make a large bowl of rock float above the desert sands, holding a lake of clear water. Once the water cools off, it settles downwards again. Now, there's a ship over here, let's introduce ourselves. So we're getting a warning on our compass, and the ship's turning around to come right at us. So this is a random airship battle. Let's take it. So these guys will respawn if we go to port, so we can fight these guys as much as we want. So, you're the Blue Rogue Vise that everyone's been talking about around these parts. We'll teach you a thing or two. Bring it on, Black Pirates. Right, let's, so now we have a secondary cannon, we can use it to also attack during this critical hit turn. And everyone else just focus. So that's the main gimmick of the secondary cannons, is to dump all of our firepower into a single round. Nice start, guys. You're teaching us a thing or two, alright? So the 3-inch cannon is going to be weaker than the main cannon. However, the fact it can hit for multiple turns in a row is the main upside of it. And here we get a torpedo. So a torpedo is the final type of weapon. We don't have it yet, but we will be able to get one soon. And the torpedo, we can also make it land on a turn when our other cannons hit. So we can have both our secondary cannon, a torpedo, and the main cannon all hit on a critical hit turn. And that will do a big chunk of damage. You see, they're doing the same tactic. They just hit us with both at once. The enemy ship's approaching. They're getting too close. We're right in range of their cannons, guys. Now let's increase our distance. We'll fight them on our turf. Turn hard and get some distance between us. We'll need more room if we want to fire the super cannon. Aye aye, we'll show his black pirates a thing or two then. It's probably going to be dead before we actually get a chance to use the harpoon cannon, sadly. So let's no, we're going to use with Aika the secondary cannon. With Fina, we are going to focus. And with Drachma, we're going to shoot the main cannon. Because Drachma does more physical damage, his cannon will also deal more damage. Not that it really matters, because the ship's going to be dead anyway. So these airship battles, the random encounter ones that we can fight repeatedly, they usually have a chance to drop airship parts. So we'll see if we get lucky after this fight. Now that's why we didn't do much damage, because he evaded that turn. As long as if you do the evasive action maneuver on the turn, even if you go afterwards, it still affects it. And that's one down Black Pirate. Well, they're right about teaching us a thing or two because we just leveled up. Thanks, guys. Hey, we got a heavy cannon. Excellent. Oh, we're going to equip that right away. That's a nice rare drop for us. Come on, little Jack. So the heavy cannon does a lot more damage and has a higher hit rate, but it does cost one more spirit point. An upgraded version of a standard Valyrian cannon used on light warships in the mid-ocean area. So it is worth mentioning the standard cannon is actually better than the main cannon, but I kind of like the main cannons instead because, you know, it's more themic, since it is the one of Drachma's weapons. So we'll put that down here as well. It's worse, but, you know, it's one of the little Jack's guns. So here's the Temple of Chiron. You have found the Temple of Chiron. A stone building thought to have been created by an ancient dynasty. The stonework and construction demonstrate a high level of technology for that period, but no clues are left to point to the purpose behind these huge creations. Guys, this is it. This is where the red moon crystal is buried. Great, let's land the ship and search the place right away. Wait, boy. Head to town first. I've got some things I need to take care of. There's a port city named Maramba near here. Go there first, got it? Sure, no problem. I just thought that we could... never mind. It doesn't really matter. I like the visors like, but we're already here. Can't we just do it now? No, sadly you're not allowed to sequence break in this game. There's also a few more discoveries we're looking for. So the best way to find discoveries is to just fly over an area and just spam the A button, and eventually you'll probably find something. Right, it's a nice back attack. Let's all pile on the looper.
Here goes!
And we'll make sure that we change our weapon elements on the next turn. Hey, we actually killed it. Right, let's change our weapon colours. So for Vise, we want to have purple while we're here. Ica, you keep green. Fina, want you to go to silver because we need to learn Riselam as soon as possible. And Drachma, yeah, you keep to yellow. We want to learn drilling as soon as we can. No, I didn't counterattack Fina. Jerk.
Serves up right.
Ah, we learnt a purple spell. Crystalli. Sadly, Vise isn't really going to use any of that, because his magic is just not as good as his actual damage. Fina, on the other hand, she's going to make good use out of the purple magic spells. You have found the Oasis. As airship building developed and flight distances grew, the oasis in the middle of a desert lost some of its importance to travellers, but it's still critical to caravans on land routes, and remains lively as a centre of trade and information. How is this a discovery? Yeah, some of the discoveries in this game don't make any sense, because apparently everyone knows that. You have found the Sandfalls. Long ago, a young black pirate searched the desert for the isle that sprouts treasure. After a long trek, he was shocked to find that it produced only sand, but he realised that the desert was the true treasure, and he spent the rest of his years in Nasr. Right, so if you're playing the base version of the game, that's all of the discoveries. But in the Legends version, there's 2 more to find. And there's also quite a lot of battles to find. Since we're about to go to a town soon, we're just going to start spamming Pyre spells. Right, you don't have any yet, so you just help kill the big guy.
Moons, give me strength.
Once we get to port, we'll be able to go to the inn and recover all of our mana. So we can just waste it all on these fights. Oh no, not Sleep Aura. Right, did it hit everyone or did it miss? Okay, 2 people got put to sleep, and it's the people who just use the AoE spells. Oh no, this reminds me of that video I just uploaded before. Where we all just kept, well, got a game over just because the enemies kept spamming sleep on us. Right, thanks for waking Vise up. Oh, it looks like we're going to sleep again. Oh, and now it's hit the other 2 people. Wonderful. Okay, time for a Pyre.
Moons, give me strength.
Right, there we go.
I'm glad everyone is okay.
Yeah, we all had a good nap as well, apparently. We all slept on that fight. Right, we learned Crystali. You really want to learn Crystales though, because that's a pretty good damaging move. All the purple magic spells are really powerful single target spells, and they're quite cheap as well. So it would actually be a good magic school to go down with Fina. And here we have found the Star Sand. In southern Nazir, there was once a desert filled with sand that would sparkle even in the dark of night, but slowly their sparkle faded. But legend has it that someone saved some of the sand in a giant bottle and hid it for centuries. Right, so that's all of the discoveries here. However, there is one that I think we can sneakily grab that we're not supposed to yet. So we're going to do that before we head to town. Right, you jerks again. Oh, spam Pyre. Try and kill them before they make us sleep.
Moons, give me strength.
Moons, give me strength.
So we could use Delta Shield and make ourselves immune to magic, and then they wouldn't be able to put us to sleep. However, then we wouldn't be able to do any area effect damage either, so the fight would be longer.
That's fun.
So that's why we really want to get Lambda Burst as soon as possible. Actually, that wouldn't really help because then we can't do both Delta Shield and Lambda Burst. I didn't really think that through. Right, so this area we're not actually supposed to go to yet, but if we start spamming the A button, we can find the Maroon Isle. Long ago, when air pirates betrayed their crew or captain, as punishment they were abandoned on this island with only a week's supply of food. So fearful did pirates become of this island, its legend lives on in songs of air pirates even today. And yes, that is a completely invisible discovery, just in the air here. There are a few like that, and they're really annoying. Now let's go into here. This area looks safe. Listen up, boy. This area is known as the South Ocean. It's considered to be one of the most difficult places to sail through. There's a strong crosswind that blows from the west. Nobody has ever successfully made it through here. Wow, sounds like fun. Let's give it a shot. Idiot! Don't take it so lightly. If it was that easy, I wouldn't be warning you like this. Small ships are torn apart by the fierce winds. Even larger ships need considerable power just to move forward. The little Jack's engine isn't strong enough to get through there. We must turn back. Yeah, we're not allowed to go that direction. But it looks like such a fun place. Okay, let's go to town now. We've got all the discoveries we were looking for, so now we can have a field day when we get to town. We'll be able to buy whatever we want. Let's talk to this merchant ship on the way. Welcome to Nasr, the Desert Kingdom. There's a port called Maramba nearby. Your ship looks like it's been through quite a bit. Maybe you should restock your supplies there. Thanks, mate. Well, sadly, we're going to have to go through one more fight before we can dock. Well, that was a wonderful fight, I just got put to sleep by all the enemies, and then we kept spawning more allies. We were there for quite a few minutes. Now let's go to Maramba. So this is Maramba. It's so hot. Huh? Where did the captain go?
Huh?
Hey! Wait, Captain, where are you going? This is where we part company. I've got my own quest to worry about. I've got to find Rachnum. What? Wait a second. What are we supposed to do? We're in the middle of a desert without a ship. How are we supposed to continue our mission? That is not my concern. I have no interest in crystals or temples. I must find Rachnum. I cannot waste any more time babysitting. Hey, come back here, you eye patch wearing freak, you rusty old man. Hey, you listening to me? Oh, my. This isn't good at all. What should we do? We can't even get out of the city, let alone make it to the temple. We're stuck here. Well, we have no choice right now other than to start exploring the city. Maybe we can find someone to take us to the temple. That's all we can do, for now. And Drachma's left the party again. Well, there goes the little Jack and Drachma. Looks like we're on our own now. Let's ask him the Sailors Guild. See if they have any tips for us. Welcome to the Sailors Guild. We pay very well for information. Let's talk about stuff. What happened? Were you left behind by your ship? That's an unfortunate tale. I'm sorry, I know of no one with a ship available to rent right now. Well, since you're here without much choice, you may as well try and enjoy your stay. I hear there's a beautiful new dancer at the tavern. I guess we may as well go there to relax. So for now, let's sell all this information we just got. And get loads and loads of money. There we go. Let's also look at the information we have so far. So these would be the tips that we get if we were to buy the tip if we couldn't find the location ourselves. It stands on a small island north of the Moonstone Waterfall in Blue Rogue territory. That was for Pirate's Grave, the Guide Stones. If you go north from Sailor's Island, you'll see a small island. You'll find something there. Sky Coral. From the ruins of Shrine Island, go southeast, and it's just beyond the stone reefs. The Silver Moon Pit. Silver moonstones are found near the Shrine Island. Try going through the stone reefs east of there. The Topple Rock. It's on the island that Maramba is on. You'll see it when you get there. The Wandering Lake. If you go to the Nasr Desert, you should be able to find it right away. The Oasis. Try looking in the narrow strip of desert in southern Nasr. The Sand Falls. Try looking high above Nasr. I hear it's an island high above the desert. The Temple of Chiron. It's a huge ruin that stands in the middle of the Nasr Desert. Star Sand. I've heard rumours that it's on the southern region of Nasr. Try searching around there. And finally, Maroon Isle. I hear it's somewhere in South Ocean. Check near the entrance of the area. So if we couldn't find the locations, they would be the tips to help us find them. Now while we're here, let's check out the wanted board. Right, so Rupee of the Lasso clan. It mentions here that he is in Maramba, so we'll be able to find that guy here. However, right now there's only 3 party members in our team, so we should probably wait until we get another one. Welcome, how goes the sailing? You wish to buy some cannons to blast your enemies out of the sky? Well, we don't even have our own ship right now, to be honest. Well, that's very unfortunate. I wish to show you my newest weapon called a Torpedo. You can even set which round it will strike. It's perfect for concentrating much more firepower into a short period of time. So when we get when we get a ship back, then we'll give it a torpedo. Not the little jack, of course, because we're left without that now. Let's catch this moonfish. And then let's head into the town itself. It's a huge bonfire. I suppose it won't ever burn out because they're using red moonstones to keep it hot. Let's see, maybe we can just steal someone's ship. Let's try that. No, it won't even let us. That's a shame. Ah, well. I think actually one of these ships we're allowed to examine. I think it's this one. It's a Nasr merchant ship. I wonder if I could... Nah, I shouldn't just sneak on board. Who knows what they'd do if they found me. Yeah, we're not allowed to be a stowaway, sadly. Well, let's head into town and buy some stuff. It's a shame we can't just buy our own ship, because we could probably afford one with all the money we just made. We probably couldn't buy a good one, but you know, we could probably buy a little one. Hi, Dabu. Welcome, travellers, to the beautiful and ever-warm lands of Nasr. Enjoy Maramba, the oasis on the desert, and fear not while you're here, the red moon watches over all the lands of Nasr. Thanks, I feel welcome already. The warmth of the moons warms our hearts here in Nasr. I wish only to share that which I have been blessed with myself. Yeah, so pretty much everyone in this town is going to be really nice. It's a pretty nice place to be marooned, to be honest. I mean, we could have been marooned on that island instead. This is the best weapon shop under the moons. Let's see what you have. See, a Nasr cutlass. A cutlass used by the desert-faring merchants for self-defense. The blade is a finely worked stone. So we could buy some Nasrian mail or ceramic armor and an agile robe. Let's see, so only Vise can use the ceramic armor and his current armor's better. So let's get this robe for Fina. A lightweight robe that increases the wearer's agility. And let's buy a Nasrian armor for Ica. Durable, lightweight outfit made for desert travel. Defends the wearer against red magic. Well, that's going to be very useful in this area, to be honest. Let's see, what else is there here? We can increase our defense and magic defense a little bit. And we can increase our attack power and will. They're both decent, but I think we'll find better. Later, mate. Farewell, and may the Red Moon always watch over you. Oh, I forgot to ask him about local rumours. 10 years ago, when my father was still with us and running the store, a war broke out with Valuer. To keep them from being destroyed in the war, my father hid our merchandise and family treasures in the city sewer system. But the sewer system is a complicated maze. When my father went back to retrieve our things after the war, he could not remember where everything was hidden. After searching for weeks, he gave up. I wonder if it's all still down there. Well, thanks for the hint. So we're going to go and search for this guy's stuff. So there's a treasure chest up there, but we can't get it at the moment. We have to find another way down. Oh, another way up, sorry. You're a sailor, are you not? I can tell by the way you smell. You sailors are nothing but trouble. I had a daughter, but she fell in love with this sailor who drifted into town one day. The next thing I knew, she ran off with this good-for-nothing sailor and left me here to run this shop by myself. I have not heard from her since. She's probably lying dead in a gutter somewhere by now. By using quite a few red moonstones to create those intense flames, maybe that's the secret to roasting them just right. Man, I could go for a kebab right now. Hi, mate. Welcome, welcome. This is the place to fill your packs with all that you wish. Tell me about stuff. Long ago, Valyria and Nasr were locked in a terrible war. Since then, political relations between the two nations have stained. However, trade hasn't been affected. Many merchants still travel to Valyria and use Valyrian trade routes, so we have Valyrian goods too. What do you have? Let's see, we can start buying some more healing crystals, but we're just going to use the ones we get. We're not going to buy extra. So here, some of DeLoco's research, we can give ourselves regeneration, but we can already get that effect with Fina. We can also get quicker, which we don't have yet, so I guess we'll get one of those, just in case we want to use it at some point. And this will give us Increm. However, using these items to get the buff seems a bit cheap. So we'll stick to using our own magic to do it instead. Thank you, Fanku, and farewell. Hey, it's a treasure. It's some sort of ruins. What's this? There's a ladder coming up from below. Well, we'll have to find our way to that ladder. See, there's nothing in here? Okay. Hi, lady. In the desert, water is life. That's why we must carry the water every day from the well. There's a well in the other part of the city, but it's been dry for a long time now. Okay, let's go and search that other part of the city. Welcome, my friend. Are you planning on crossing to the other part of the city? Perhaps you wish to ride a Dabu. The sands of the desert are too hot to walk upon. It's best to take a Dabu. Here, I'll take one. Dabu stands are marked with the red poles. You can dismount from your Dabu whenever you see those poles. Alright, so now that we have access to the Dabu, we can go and get some more treasure. So we can drop off here, but there's absolutely nothing there, so there's no real point. Let's go have a chat with this guy. A 1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 2. Welcome, traveller. Here, here. Young desert traveller, stay a moment and listen to what I have to tell you. Yeah, sure thing. I spent more than half of my lifetime at war with Valyria. The Nasr, our king, charged me with leading his fleet in an attack on the Valyrian mainland. But those yellow-bellied Valyrians hid beneath their grand fortress and refused to come out. That's why I'm working out, so that one day I can break through the gate of the grand fortress myself. Well, we already broke out of it, mate. But sadly we can't tell them about it. Alright, there's a treasure chest here. Here we get a Nasr combat mail. Oh, we're now known as Vise the Determined. That's a pretty good title. Let's see, is that better than the Flame Mantle? It does extra damage. And to be honest, when it comes to Vise, I prefer to have more damage. So let's give him that. Sadly though, we can't give Ica the flame mail. Only the guys can wear that. So if we really wanted to have the best stats, we would keep the flame mail on Vise and give Ica that instead. Oh, we can't. Oh, come on, you can get through. There we go. And there's another moonfish here. Moonfish was caught. Excellent. Do we get a sleep armor box? We've already had more than enough sleep armor today, thanks. Let's see, before we leave this area, let's have a look at some of these signposts. Dabu Riders Club newsletter. Dabus love sweet fruits. Try mixing some in their food, but be careful. Dabus are known to run away if the fruit isn't ripe. Dabu Riders Club newsletter. Dabus get lonely easily and often suffer from indigestion when they're under stress. Try not to leave them alone for too long. Dabus love attention. Rubbing the back of a Dabu's neck will often cheer it up. Oh, no, we kind of got ourselves stuck in a corner now. Okay, we have to go all the way back, sadly. That's what we get for being interested in Dabus. Come on, we can make it. Come on. Come on, Vise. There we go. So there's another place we haven't gone into yet, but we'll go there on the way back. For now, let's go over here. Alright, so before we go down there, we're going to check out what's up on the other building. It looks like there's a treasure there. Let me get some gold. Don't mind if I do. So it might seem like we have a lot of money at the moment, but we're going to run out of money very quickly once we get to a certain point of the game. So we'll gladly take any extra gold we can get at the moment, even if we're not spending it. Hi, kid. My dad's a merchant, my grandpa's a merchant, my great-grandpa was a merchant. I'm gonna be a merchant, and travel the desert on a Dabu, just like everyone else in my family. Hey, a fortune teller. Welcome, I am Khalifa, seer of the Red Moon. I am the most renowned fortune teller in all of Nasr. Travellers from across the skies come to me, seeking the knowledge and wisdom of the moons. There is no future I do not know, no path I cannot see. Hark my words and heed them in your journey. Sure thing, have it told. Tell me my future. The Red Moons have spoken. To the east of here lies a temple in which a sacred red jewel lies, buried in the hot sands. Go forth and seek your fate, and may the Red Moon watch over you. Yeah, we already know that, thanks. We will come back to that fortune teller later in the game, since her dialogue will change. So for now, let's go into this dried up well and look for this guy's treasure. Camera, behave, please. Camera. Okay, there's something down there. Come on, camera, please. Okay, this is the only way to go on this side. I just had to check that we weren't missing anything. Alright, so here's the ladder that takes us back up to the other side. And then we can leave that chest. And we get a moonberry. How's our moonberries doing? Let's see, we have one moonberry. We could save up for Vise's next super move. Or we could give it to Fina. Let's give it to Fina. Fina uses the power of the silver moon to damage and possibly stone a single enemy. Lunar Glyph. It's not a very useful move because Fina's damage is very low, so that move won't really do much. However, it's very cheap to cast, so we may as well use it at some point. Even though if Fina has some spare MP, then it would just be more effective to use Fina's magic moves instead. Right, so let's just examine this area first before we touch anything. Okay, now let's start solving this baby's puzzle for babies. And hope it doesn't take me too long. Okay, we need to touch the other one now. go down here. And we should be able to reach that chest we saw from the other side. And we get an excavation arm. Ooh, let's have a check. Oh, it's a weapon for drachma. An instrument designed for archaeological digs. It can even be used for delicate movements. Well, it's a pity that we're never going to get drachma back. He's gone forever. Totally. It's a shame. Alright, we still can't get that yet. We need to press another switch. Let's see if this one will allow us to get around. Nope, it won't. Right, let's click the button that's up here again. Now let's see if we can go around this way. Nope, we can't. How about this way? Nope, we also can't. Okay, we just completely sealed ourselves in there. Okay, now let's see if we can get in. Yep, I'm being stumped by a baby's puzzle for babies. Alright, let's press this button now. This is all going to be super worth it at the end, I promise. It's still sealed off. Right, if I press that one again, it's just going to seal it back, isn't it? I'm pretty sure I'm just going around in circles here. Oh, hey, we actually got it. Great, what's the reward? A gem of fluidity. You know what? That's not too bad. That's actually a useful reward. Was it worth that? I don't know. Yep, it will protect us against stone, and there are some enemies in the upcoming dungeon that can do stone. So let's equip that. Right, now we have to try and get out of here. See, are we still sealed in? We're still sealed in. Hey, I think we got out. We got out. Excellent. We were only stuck in there for probably about 5 to 10 minutes. You know, I've done quite a few humiliating things on recording so far. That might just top them all. Let's just continue with the story and try and forget that we did that. Hail, sailor. You wish to see the new dancer too? Bolena's dancing is Maramba's newest star attraction. You definitely don't want to leave without seeing her. Those slender legs. That's do we really want to read this? Let's just pass by. Hey, Bolena, over here. Hey, blow off. Can't you see I'm trying to watch the show from here? What, you need a ship? Ah, sorry, kid, but I got plans of my own. See that Bolena over there? I'm going to ask her to sail with me tonight. Go find a different ship. Hi, Bolena. Well, hello, handsome. I don't think I've seen you around here before. If you've come to rest your weary feet, you've come to the right place. Make yourself comfortable and stay a while. You know, that's actually a good idea. Actually sounds like a great idea. It's been a while since we've had time to relax. Please stay. Stay as long as you like. Sit down, sit down. Oh, in Nasr, I guess we just sit on the ground. Yeah, it feels good to finally sit down. Well, you could have done that anywhere, Vise, if you're sitting on the ground. Well, we shouldn't rest too long. We gotta go look for a ship. I wonder where we can find one. Maybe we should try the docks. I can't believe that Captain Drachma just left us here. I'm sure he had his reasons to leave, but I wish he said something sooner. He didn't have to just leave us here in the desert. Right, Vise? Vise?
Hey!
Huh?
Vise, have you heard a single word I've said? Yeah, I'm listening. You're talking about the desert. You're acting like you've never seen a girl before. If you could pry your eyes away from that dancer for a few seconds. Well, you know, we should probably own up to it. Okay. It's just that she's such a good dancer, I didn't want to insult her by looking away. New lands, new customs, you know? What kind of an excuse is that? You're undressing her with your eyes. Not that it would take that long. You weren't zooming in, were you? I'm sorry. But seriously, don't you think that she's looked over here more than just a few times? I think she likes me. Yeah, right. Fina, will you try and talk some sense into him?
Huh?
Do you really find it that hard to believe? Well, Vise is very attractive. I don't think it would be strange at all if that dancer was looking at him. Yeah, Vise is pretty much just lucky with every girl, it seems like. Ah, you're kidding, right? Vise wouldn't want someone like her. I mean, who knows where she's been? Oh, do you travel a lot? Tell me something. You wouldn't happen to be that group of air pirates that escaped from the Grand Fortress now, would you? Huh? How did you know about that? Well, if you hang out in places like this, you overhear all kinds of things. Rumours, local gossips, news about the other lands. You even hear stories about air pirates needing a ship. If you want, I can give you a lift. What do you say? Really? Thanks, that'll help a lot. Wait a second. Why would you help us? You don't even know who we are. Let's just say that anyone who can escape from the Valyrian Grand Fortress interests me. My name is Belana. I'll begin making preparations. Meet me at the port first thing tomorrow morning. See you around, handsome. Well, thanks, Belana. Let's have another chat. Please stay at the local inn tonight. I know the owner and she'll give you a discount. Desert travel is not easy. You'll need to get a good night's sleep first. Meet me at the port in the morning. Who would have thought there'd be a beautiful girl like her out here in the desert? I'm glad I came to Maramba tonight. So are you gonna still be a creep? Why does her dancing haunt me so? I wish you would just talk to me. You're lucky. Tonight's the first quiet night here since Belana started. It's usually packed. She's some travelling dancer who started here 2 or 3 days ago. But what a piece of luck she'd be that she come to this old tavern. Right, let's head back to the inn then. We're not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth here. We need a ship and she'll give us a ship. So we haven't been to the inn yet, but we'll go and have a look around there before we go and sleep for the night. Alley-oop. Right, it looks like that's everything that we've done here. Let's go talk to the guy again and tell him that we took all his father's stuff. let's talk about things. I think he hid all of it in 2 chests in the sewers, but we have not yet found them. Oh, well, I found them, mate. Do you want them? Nope, never mind. He's not going to talk about it. Well, then we'll keep them for ourselves. Let's examine the well before we go. It's a well. It must be rare to find a place where you can dig a well here. That's probably why this town can survive this harsh weather. Oh, we just heard a pupil make a sound. That means there's food nearby. So before we stay for the night, let's go and get Cupid's snack. Oh, now this is a wonderful inn. Just look at this place. Those beds are wonderful. This is definitely better than the value inn we stayed in before. And we got a cham. And some magic droplets. Okay, so that's everything. Let's go and rest for night. And then next thing tomorrow morning, we'll head out to the Temple of Chiron and get ourselves a moon crystal. Welcome. Oh yes, Bolena mentioned you would be coming. Your room is ready. Let's stay the night. Ever since Bolena started dancing in Maramba, more and more tourists have been coming and business has increased threefold. Since you're friends of Bolena's, I will give you a special rate on your room. Please sleep well. We're going to sleep really well. Because those beds looked wonderful. Should I have left those kids there? Bah, what am I worrying about? Someone else will take care of them. It seems like Drachma's already questioning his actions, so we should be getting the little Jack back soon. I do miss the harpoon cannon already. It was like a value in battleship. Wait, that ship, it looks like... Yeah, it shouldn't take too long for Drachma to realise he did the wrong thing. And then he'll come with us and help us search for these moon crystals. Farewell, and may the red moon watch forever. Oh, sorry, may the red moon forever light your path. I thought she was going to say, may it watch over you. Okay, now that's a perfect place to end this then. So in the next part, we'll head out to the Temple of Chiron and get ourselves that moon crystal. And hopefully also get Drachma back. I already miss the old guy.